things I can't change are the reasons you love me. Listen, you can hear him calling my name. I'm all over the place, I can't stay in one place. I'm not ashamed at all. Still finding myself, let alone a soulmate, I'm just saying. Feels like we're one and the same, our relationship changed. That Rick never existed. Whenever they say something about us, you listen. But fuck what they talking about on your timeline. That's cutting all into my time with you. Fuck what they talking about on your timeline. That's cutting all into my time with you. My time with you, mine.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Shout out to everybody that came today. Today is Wednesday. Shout out to everybody that came to support Conversations with King, the biggest, the baddest, the best platform on YouTube. If it's not, it will be, especially after all this Joe Rogan thing is happening. He's about to be out of here. But I hope he doesn't lose all his money. I hope he's saved, and I hope he does the right thing with it. I like that song. It calms me down. That's why I play it. Don't be surprised if I get Give You On to open up for me when my show pops. Don't be surprised. You might owe me that favor because I'm a big supporter of his music. Shout out to Mr. Best in the World. Shout out to Knowledge and Relationships in the building. What I want to say is thank you for everybody coming. Shout out to Loverboy Lenski, who is the captain of the ship. Shout out to the biggest rock and roll, Chris. Shout out to Dr. Hood. Dr. Hood, I'm going to need you up here because we're going to discuss topics. We're going to get the energy back, like you said. Bring that energy back. You missed Monday. I had the energy back on Monday. We're going to bring that energy today. So please like and subscribe. Hit the bell. I never said that. I just saw Mr. Best in the World 84 say it. So I'm saying it now. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell. Whatever that means, do it, please, because it's good for the algorithms. Like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,500 before my birthday. I really wanted 5,000. Loverboy Lenski said I'll get 5,000. We still got some time. It's only February 9th. But let's get to 1,500 by the weekend. I need 1,500 by the weekend. So we could do it. Is that $13.90 now? You could tell your peoples. Get everybody in the room today. It's going to be a good show like always. A very spicy show. Somebody please get Dr. Hood, put the invite up so Dr. Hood could come up. Please, please, please get him inside this. We need him to talk about this. But before we put everybody in the room and we enjoy this conversation, on Wednesday, Wicked Wednesday, is getting Wicked Wednesday. I want to do a shout out to the sponsors. If you don't mind, give me a few minutes. First and foremost, we want to give the sponsors that support us from the beginning. Ripple. Go to the ripplecode.com, put in the Ripple King, get a 15% discount, and you could be smoking on a plant-based puffer that does not have any nicotine. We don't support nicotine. That's what we don't do. Please go and support 50% discount. Thank you for supporting us, Ripple. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Also, we want to get this book. If you don't have the book already, please support this book, Love and Life Through the Eyes of Travel. It's on Kindle, iBooks, Apple iBooks, Book Baby, and Amazon. Please go and get this book. It's a dope book. It is the Bible of relationships, the Rosetta Stone of romance. Please, I wrote it. It's real life stories. I traveled the world with beautiful women and, found out how to romance them, how to be a loving person, and also how to keep a relationship going in a passionate way. Does it talk about marriage? Absolutely not. But it definitely talks about love and romance. Unless you know that love and marriage is not synonymous, but they can coexist. So please go and support this book for those who are hopeful, not hopeless, but hopeful romantics. Also, shout out to those who join the members only. I know I say this all the time. I got to put up content, stuff like that. But my lifestyle is hectic and it's coming. But thank you for supporting because the monthly subscription helps me continue to come on at least 3 days out of the week to give you some form of entertainment, a platform or a meeting of great minds, a meeting where all the great minds can meet and talk about relevant issues. So I appreciate you for that. Next, we want to go to merchandise. Please go and support the merchandise. You can get it on bonfire.com store, Conversation with King. I appreciate you. Please go and support that. And let's get some people in the room because it's kind of like only 7 people. We need more. Yeah, it's definitely dry out here, homie. I ain't gonna front. If it's the case, we don't have to even do the show. I could just abort this because I already got 100 shows already. You feel me? But shout out to Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming through. I think eventually they're gonna come in. I don't know what it is, but until then, we could just wait. You know how I keep quiet and wait. But I'll give it like the first 10, 15 minutes. It must be another show on right now. Another show, but I don't know any show that's better than mine. Let me know what's going on, Chris. Let me know. But peace to the garden. Forever love the garden for that. We just wait. Usually we have 30 in by now. I don't know what's going on, but let me play my song until we get the people in. Thank you very much.
These days, I'm letting God handle all things above me. Things I can't change are the reasons you love me. Listen, you can hear him calling my name. I'm all over the place. I can't stay in one place. I'm not ashamed at all.
Not next
Still finding myself, let alone a soulmate. I'm just saying. Feels like we're one and the same. My relationship changed. That never existed.
Wait for everybody to come in.
Whenever they say something about us, you listen.
We're coming in now, baby.
But fuck what they talking about on your timeline.
As soon as the 23 people come in, we're gonna get spicy.
That's cutting all into my time.
I got a lot of things.
Fuck what they talking about on your timeline. That's cutting all into my time with you. My time with you.
I'll wait for y'all. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me.
These days, I'm letting God handle all things above me. Things I can't change are the reasons you love me. Listen, you can hear him calling my name. I'm all over the place. I can't stay in one place. I'm not ashamed at all. Still finding myself, let alone a soulmate. I'm just saying. Feels like we're one and the same. My relationship changed. That never existed. Whenever they say something about us, you listen. But fuck what they talking about on your timeline. That's cutting all into my time with you. Fuck what they talking about on your timeline. That's cutting all into my time with
people in, people.
My time with you.
You know, I keep on repeating this until I get my 30 or 20. That's what we doing.
These days, I'm letting God handle all things above me. Things I can't change are the reasons.
I might go back and play music. You was down with Conversation with King.
Listen, you can hear him calling my name. I'm all over the place. I can't stay in one place.
But then I'm not ashamed at all. Go back to that.
Still finding myself, let alone a soulmate. I'm just saying.
No, the good old days.
Feels like we're one and the same. My relationship changed. That never existed. Whenever they say something about us, you listen. But fuck what they talking about on your timeline. That's cutting all into my time with you. Fuck what they talking about on your timeline. That's cutting all into my time with you. My time with you, mine.
Bomba fucking Rise Clyde time. Listen, please get people in the room. It's going to be a very important show today, a very great show today. Making things happen, and we make it happen for everybody. Peace, Don Correa. What it do, baby? Just waiting for my food now, waiting for people to enter the room. I don't know what's taking. Oh, they coming now. Maybe I start eating, then y'all start respecting me. You feel me? All the junk food today. I know I shouldn't be eating that, but you know what to do. Didn't feel like cooking or going out to the restaurant. I'll be going out, guys. Learn how to save some money. Let people get in the room. People, please fill up the seats. Fill up the seats. It's gonna be a good show today. And shout out to y'all though, because last month I did pretty good. I'm improving in revenue. I'm improving in subscriptions. You know, the views could get better, but I'm improving. You know, we're still doing restructuring. We're trying to figure this out. But I feel like when I'm organic, things go right. You know, Shout out to all those too. Please, like I said, I wasn't trying to play E Black, but I was. It's just that you want somebody to do better. If they leave, you want them to do better, man. Because I don't want them to feel resentment at all towards me. So please, congratulate him. Go and support his page, but tell him if he wants to, he can always pay me money to help him improve his page. And that's everybody else. Anybody that needs help, they could give me money, and I don't want me. I'll probably give you the money back because I'm not into stealing shit. You feel me? I just want to help people grow. Everybody get money. That's when you get up, just remember me. For me, remember me. Word. Can't wait till this weekend comes. Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who y'all got, but I'm going to watch the Super Bowl, hopefully in my favorite spot. And then after that, Valentine's Day is Monday. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but I got things planned for Valentine's Day. But I do not celebrate it. And my father's birthday is the 12th, so it's a jam-packed weekend. Dr. Hood, what it do, baby? What it do? What's going on, man?
How it sound?
I'm glad you got to get the energy back. I'm glad you're up here. I don't know if you saw Monday show. I got the energy back. I'm glad you hit me up. You're like, yo, get the energy back. I love it.
Man. I love, no matter if it's big channel, small channel.
Yeah, get the energy back.
It don't matter who's preaching, just as long as it's real. If it's real, it's valid all across the board.
All across the board. So we was on it. I'm glad you're here. Today is going to be a crazy one. Shout out to Misha Mack, the Canadian Filipina that broke my heart. What's her name? Good evening. Greetings to the ladies and men in the chat room. Shout out to everybody in the garden. Feel me? We're going to lock it in today, man. What's up? How was your weekend, man?
Man, it was great. It was great. Spent time with the fam. Little basketball tonight.
College ball, like college ball, NBA.
Nah, my daughter played high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out.
Oh, that's hot.
She's pretty dope. She's pretty dope.
Fire. What position?
Point guard.
Oh yeah, that's Control the general, floor general.
Yeah. Nah, she's pretty dope.
Floor general.
Yeah,
that's good, man. That's good to have your children in sports. Hopefully, she goes to the NCAA and plays.
She's trying. She got a couple letters. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she played AAU too.
Letters. Yeah.
Oh, so she's serious.
Yeah, she's been playing since she was I think AAU since about 10.
Oh no. So they know what school she's going to. She already know.
Yeah. Well, she ain't really decided. She just, but she her senior year versus, I played football. Like my senior year, like after that last game, kind of life kind of set in. It seems like she seems like a fresh puppy, Like she's just getting started,
All right,
senior.
Right.
So versus, me, I could do it, but I kind of just felt life setting in. It's like, but I could tell, as long as I push her and just, be her dad, what I'm saying? So
shout out to TB Trucking. Thank you for the super chat. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Long week for me, man. I hope everything goes well for you, TB. I hope everything smooths out. We love your opinion. We love your advice. We love your gems. So I hope everything smooths out for the week, brother. For real. Hopefully the show entertains you, makes you laugh, and then you come on and vent. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
We are garden, we're a community. It's crazy that you said that because do you want her to go far away for school to play sports or education, or do you want to stay close?
I'm on the West Coast anyway. I'm up in Washington, Seattle. So I mean, she like California a lot, So it's just whatever she want to do. They got good schools up here. University of Washington, Wazoo, Gonzaga's up here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got some D2s and stuff. It's some good schools. So wherever she want to go, she's smart as hell.
As long as it's free, baby. That's it.
Yeah. That's what we're trying to avoid.
Get your job, man. You won. You winning. Sure. Anytime your children doing good, that means you doing good. You winning.
Yeah. Well, that's what I value. That's like some people. They got all this materialistic stuff.
Right.
I look at that like I got my tribe that they growing up 10 times better than I did, and they gonna be somebody that people could look up to,
Right.
So
it's crazy you said that.
Leadership all over them.
It's crazy you said that because you can have all the money in the world, but your kid can't read on 8th grade level.
Right, exactly.
You can have all the money in the world, and your kid might not be healthy.
Right.
Right. You have all the money in the world, and your kid might not even like you.
Right. Exactly.
So we gotta we gotta change our priorities for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Now it hits, because we live like I was young. I
Yeah.
had her pretty young, and when life hits, and then it's like there ain't no do-overs, especially with raising kids. It ain't like you could just go to 18 and then go all the way back to 5, and
No, I can't.
like there's no do-overs. Like
No
whatever
do-overs.
whatever it is, and whatever you didn't put in is you can't go back. I can't give it 90% today and 110 tomorrow. It don't work like that.
Alfie Kinder, what's up, baby? What's up to the Bay Area? What I want to say is that I went to a funeral yesterday. My man's mother died. My best friend's mother died, and I had to run home and go hug my mom's. Right, and you don't realize the importance of your parents.
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't children. You only have one father. You have one mother. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I hope she understands that my pops is that dude.
Yeah.
Word. You only get one, man.
Yeah. Now I try to tell them, and then you think, because like the teenagers, they go through their little stuff, and you sometimes as a father, you feel underappreciated sometimes.
Be the most underappreciated.
Yeah.
Like my father,
I didn't really like him too much. I mean, I loved him, but I didn't really like him too much. He kind of dimmed, the little stuff that I tried to have going on. He put a stop to a lot of stuff. So naturally you're gonna resent that. But later on, now that he's old, I thank him, and they only did their best to raise us in a world that they thought that we needed to be prepared for. Of course, that day and age is different now. I'm not gonna say it's gone, but today's age, you're gonna have to scold them a little bit different about different stuff, So we're just trying to prepare them. I think it's just kind of naturally just preparing them for. We kind of see the future at least 10 years ahead of your kids, So just kind of get them ready for that,
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just glad we all winning right now. I'm glad that you got to see that. I'm glad I got to see that yesterday and make amends. Because you don't know tomorrow is not promised, right?
Exactly.
No, it's not promised. So give me 1 minute. Give me 1 second. Actually, not in a minute. Give me 1 second. Let me just get this food, bring it here, and then we're gonna get to the topic at hand and get people in this room. Hold on. Get this thing started right. Back at it. I told you 1 second, I'm back at it. Listen, everybody, here we go. We're going to start today's topic. Before I start today's topic about the 10 lies women tell to themselves, I really want to talk about a recent incident that happened today from one of the ladies that I do find attractive. She's a celebrity, and her husband, who is one of the biggest artists of our times. Brother Noomsy, what's good? We want to discuss that first, and it's good. You know how I do lead into our topic of the day. So please, anybody that wants to join in, please join in. Let us hear your voice and your opinions. Definitely want to hear Misha Mack's opinion. Definitely want to hear Alfie's opinion, Brother Noomsy. And then, as you know, my show starts getting cracking really 30, 40 minutes in. That's when everybody comes in, and then I get mad and I cut it off because I think I should be here early. But it's all right. I'm still working on my Pisces pettiness. Shout out to, if you haven't got the book yet, please go and get Love by Willie Dean. It's on Amazon. Please, that's my brother. Go and support his book. Buy his book before you buy my book, because his book is for the children, and it's actually a book that provides foundation about what love is within a family on every level. So please go and get his book. I appreciate you before you get my book. And shout out to his beautiful family. Shout out to Han, the Queen. Shout out to Princess Suhan. Shout out to Princess Celine. And shout out to the Prince Jihan. And that's it. And by the way, Jihan is only 3 months and he's playing the piano. How about that? Thank you very much. Anyway, with that being said, let me drop this for y'all. I want y'all to tell me. Dr. Hood, you around? You could spark.
Yeah, I'm here.
You can spark up if you want to.
Oh yeah. I was just getting right.
Okay, good. You could do it on camera if you want. It's cool because as I smoke my Ripple, You can smoke your plant-based. You feel
Yes,
me?
sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Oh, this is it? No, this is it. This is it. Is it this right one? There you go. All right. So, I got this from, let me make sure I put this back a little bit. Let me put this back a little. I did too much. So I got this from Instagram today. And, they're going through their little divorce, Dr. Hood. And it's kind of crazy to me that they're going to the divorce. And remember, me and Dr. Hood didn't plan it. We decided to wear all black today. It just looks right. But, she's getting her divorce. And she said the most common thing that women say to themselves every time they want to leave a man. And she says, I've chosen myself. And I'm like, I feel like that's the biggest cop-out that a woman could use. Why did you choose yourself before you got with me, right? Why did you choose yourself before the 3 children you have? Why did you choose yourself before we helped build this empire? Why all of a sudden you're choosing yourself? And it kills me. It really kills me. So this is what she added on. And it's like, come on. So she says, I hope can y'all see it? Let me know if y'all can see it. If y'all can't see it, let me know. Can y'all see it? You can see it, brother? So she says, she told Vogue magazine, she says, for so long, I did what made other people happy. And I think in the last 2 years, I decided I'm going to make myself happy. And that feels really good, right? Then she goes on to say, even if that created changes and caused my divorce, I think it's important to be honest with yourself about what really makes you happy. I have chosen myself, and I think it's okay to choose you. She goes on to say at the last paragraph, I'm going to eat well. I'm going to work out. I'm going to have more fun, spend more time with my kids and the people who make me happy. I'm going to put my phone down, unfollow if I don't want to see something on Instagram. And she continues on the magazine, right? And to me, I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't respect that. And I like him. I really like him. I always like the Kardashians. I feel like they make the black men richer. Shout out to all the non-black women that make black men richer. Shout out to them. Hello, right? Shout out to all my Albanian, Nubian queens. You feel me? Armenian, Nubian queens, whatever it is. But it's a cop-out. Because everything she said, she could have done it while she was married, Dr. Hood.
But look at the stuff Kanye's doing. I mean, I don't know that we're gonna make this about Kanye.
Right. And I know his peoples too. I really know Monopoly, the rest of them, but go ahead.
Just me with my stance, it's certain things us men don't do. It's just certain things we don't do. And I'll have your back all the way to the end until you start doing this type of stuff, That's kind of my stance, and then what is it, with these type of relationships, does he got an album coming out? Does he, it's hard for me to
on 222. He has an album coming out.
Yeah, so I mean, they know I knew who Kim was. Why didn't he know? I knew who she was. She's unstable. Of course, she's gonna want to plant her seeds in the right spot. Kanye, was financially a rich, I wouldn't even say train wreck, because like I said, I'm not trying to be on his head, but like he's a high risk investment.
Right.
And then, if you got kids, I don't know. I think it's just a bad situation. We kind of knew who she was. Like, okay, let's say 3 years go by and somebody else start dating her and have another kid. She's probably done in that department, but start some more shenanigans, what do we do? It's kind of like we knew this. We knew this all along. So, I don't know. I don't know whether to blame her or him.
Right. Well, I'm gonna be real with you. I always thought the family was smart. She's pursuing her her bar to practice law. The brother went to, I believe, Duke. The brother actually had the same birthday as me, March 17th. The father was a lawyer. The mother is an entertainment guru. They built an empire. I get it.
Right.
I'm just saying, everything she described that she wants to do for herself because she chose herself, she could have done it with him or while she was with him. Like, I'm going to eat well. So you wasn't eating well?
That quote,
I'm going to
that sound like more of a sexual thing.
You think so?
It kind of just a little spin on.
Oh, you got to throw that at me. I got to understand where you're coming from because
it was more of like that. It just seemed to me like it was. She's bored with like, yeah, Kanye and some of the richest people be the boringest people to be around. Like who wants to sit around just to watch people kiss your ass all day? You know? Man, that's kind of like the light, and he's so far up there, and people won't dare say anything offensive around him. So, you know, I mean, after the years go on, you know, these young chicks, you know, they'll love it, you know, because, you know, but as the years go on, you know, it's kind of like Snoop's wife. You know, she don't never really seem like starstruck, and you know, she's been through this. She knows what's going on, you know.
And to be honest with you, we got to be real. Like I said, that whatever she described was not enough reason. She's basically saying, because I decided to do me, it was worth losing my family.
Right. Even if this is just a temporary thing, like a summer that she just wants to, you know, it's worth detonating the whole relationship.
Right.
Kids, you know, I remember my parents were talking about a divorce. I was young, you know, that was like a sad thing. I mean, we didn't really know, but we heard the talk in the house, and it, you know, it wasn't a good thing, you know.
So to me, let's just keep it real. Do you think women have the ability to lie to themselves?
Absolutely.
Do you think she's lying to herself by the statement she made? Like, hey, I'm choosing myself. I want to eat well. I want to work out. I want to have more fun. I want to spend time with my kids and the people who make me happy. What does that mean? You were doing that before.
I think it's a good public cover-up type of explanation, you know. It kind of moves the goalposts a little bit, you know, from what's really going on in the relationship, you know, rather if she's fulfilled or, you know, I just don't know. I mean, if Kanye does, I mean, he went far as to talk about the kid and not, I mean, I heard it all.
Right.
And just to be around somebody like that, like you take away all the money.
Right.
If that was just your dude that you supposed to be hanging out with and he's doing all of this, like how are you gonna respect this man? You know? Like let's just take all the money away.
Right.
Just for a minute.
So you don't respect Kanye for the recent moves?
Not, I mean, it's just not masculine. It's not alpha. It's not the.
So how would you have handled it?
Not on social media. You know.
All right. But he knows he could be persecuted by the public. You know.
Yeah, but that's the thing. As a man, you know, how is that gonna hurt you physically? Or are they just gonna? Because your views and everything is still gonna be going up.
Right.
Everything that's monetized, that's still gonna be going up. So. What are they gonna do? Just a couple more people might flick you off in traffic. Like I really don't know the impact that's gonna have negatively, you know. And if you're a man, you're a king. How is that gonna affect Simba? You know, Simba's not gonna worry about that. You know, he's gonna brush that off. That's nothing.
Right.
They want to think that. Okay, fine. When these kids get older and they see all of the good things that I'm doing and they really see how you moving, nobody can deny it. Like, just be real. And then people will see.
That so you say he's just doing it for the public, so he doesn't look bad in front of the public. He doesn't really care.
Well, I think he cares. That's why he went to the social media about it. He cares what people think. You know,
Somebody,
even though he didn't do anything against the law.
Manosphere agrees with you. Kim wrote all that to say she wants nude.
That's what I heard out of the message, you know, and that's what she's doing. She's kicking it with the one guy, you know.
Trigger Bum says Kim isn't dumb. She's finna fry Kanye in court.
You know, hey, it's dicey.
This is what I'm trying to say. Like you, because what she said wasn't, "I'm choosing myself." What do you mean? And that's why he said he had to say. I think he had to say publicly. She said I threatened to kill her. He wanted to let them know that's not the case. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be a nasty divorce.
Well, I was talking about the birthday party situation. I kind of left after I seen the little birthday party. I think it was in the car or something, you know, talking about the birthday party, and he couldn't get the address and all of this, and the kid's gonna grow up thinking that he wasn't in her life, and you know, stuff like that.
Doing too much.
Some real men, like we go through worse stuff than that.
I wouldn't put on camera.
Dude, you tripping.
I wouldn't put on camera.
You know,
I wouldn't put on camera because now you end up going. Now look.
Right.
Now look. Well, let's start the topics right there. The 10 lies women tell to themselves about men and love. So I need you, Dr. Hood, to keep it real with me. Keep it 100% spicy and real with me. So the first one is the lie. So we're gonna start with the lie, and then we're gonna tell what's the truth. The first lie that women tell to themselves about men and love is that having sex will bring us closer. Is that a lie? Can you write that down? If you don't mind, Lil Belinsky, having sex bring us closer? That's the first lie that women tell themselves. What do you feel about that?
Having sex will bring us closer. So you're saying that's a woman saying that? Yeah,
a woman saying this is the top 10 lies.
Is she telling herself this?
She's telling herself that the top 10 lies that women tell themselves about men and love. The first one is having sex will bring us closer.
Yes, that's a lie. And they do say that.
They say that to themselves.
Yes.
So it's true that women have sex to get love, and we say we love just to get sex.
Exactly.
Why is that a lie? Why won't sex bring us closer? I always wonder.
Because, you know, a woman, I believe guys want sex more than women. I think a lot of the times women want sex more around the ovulation time. You know, I think men, they're more sexually driven. I think maybe half the time a female is just going to give you sex just because, you know, she, like you said, she thinks it's going to bring you closer together. It's going to make you want her more, you know, even though she really doesn't want to do it. She does it anyway.
Right.
You know, a man, he's not going to have sex if he doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to.
That's period. You know,
You know, it's crazy because they said that sex and love are not linked for men. Those two things are not linked together.
Exactly.
We can have sex with somebody and not love them, and we don't. But don't you think women can do that too?
They can try. I think that's kind of what the modern woman, you know, is kind of evolving into being like a hybrid, being able to kind of pull that off. But
so you said women can't. So you never not you, but you don't know any woman that can have sex with men and not feel nothing.
They feel rejection. You know, at the end of the day, they feel rejection.
Ooh. See, Dr. Hood, this is going to be a real.
They do.
Why do they feel rejection? Because you have escorts, you have sex workers.
But you're giving the. See these women. I see them in the comments. Y'all ain't
it's going on. What's up, Kevin? I told you.
I think.
Manosphere algorithm says when women do it, it's a cry for help.
Right.
You believe that?
When they do what?
Huh?
Let's be specific. When they do what? It's a cry.
When they have sex, they get closer.
Well, if you look at that,
Hey, Cheryl.
you know, if you look at that as why women get in relationships for like that help type of situation, I would say that. But
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe the longer a woman waits, says to debunk this lie, the lie is that if I have sex with him, he will get closer. Do you believe that the longer a woman waits, the more a man's gonna like you?
it depends on the type of man. You know, if it's a man with trust issues already out the gate, I think that that's a good way to break down that barrier a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think it works. I'm not with the woman now that I'm with because she was the easiest. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? She was actually one of the not really hardest, but she wasn't really pressing the issue like that. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't something that was just all, right off the bat like
Right.
everybody else,
Right.
and the ones that just me in my personal life, the ones that were easy or I thought was easy, or I could trace them back to, because I knew the whole popular crowd, so I knew all the top guys or whatever we thought was top guys in that sector. And if I could trace her back to any of that or anything, it was kind of like off limits for me as far as something serious goes. So
For
some
me,
men don't play with that.
yeah. So for me personally, I'm weird. I want my ladies not to give it up, but when they meet me, give it up quick. Like everybody else takes a long time, but with me, like that, right? That's what I want, right? I also think that I like to get sex out the way because I want to know what else keeps us together. I would hate to be with a woman for months and months and months and the sex is whack. I would hate that. You feel me? I want to Shed was right. She said
what makes sex whack for a woman?
For me
like
or a woman?
Us men, like what would be whack?
The lack of the lack of chemistry or the lack of
effort.
The lack of effort, the chemistry, the excitement. Where's the narrative? We just can't just be like starfishes, right? It got to be a narrative. What led up to us having sex at that time? Was it a drunk night in town? We had a beautiful night, or was it the fact that we were doing ceramics,
right?
And you just happy your shirt came off, and it has to be like a narrative. It got to be something different. But me, withholding sex for me doesn't make our relationship stronger, for the most part. Because the longer you have me wait, the more it has to be great. That's what I'm saying. The longer you have me wait, the more it has to be great.
I think the chemistry plays a huge role, which comes with time. Right. Yeah, it could be that first day or whatever. It could be amazing. And then even more amazing, that's a great situation that you're in. But hopefully, let's say the first time, or let's say the first year you're with somebody, that's not the best year of the relationship.
No.
I would want it to, fluctuate.
Let me ask you a question, a serious question. Do you believe people can have sex, a one night stand, and still be together?
Yeah, I think so. It's not something that I would recommend, but I believe it. It depends on how sexually active those two people are, I would say. Maybe if they were just running around, he was running around, I just don't think, they would come back together. But if it was something that just happened and then you later on just was kicking it with that, let's say you might not be a guy that likes a whole bunch of women.
Right.
I seen a lot of, let's just go back to high school, guys that, because that's all a thing for men in high school. We want to, you don't want to graduate a virgin. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That was like a thing where I'm from, or my crew.
Right.
We didn't want to graduate and you still a virgin, right?
Right.
At least prom or something, So somebody said they know me on here, Square Biz.
Yeah, Square Biz.
Hell yeah. So let me get my train of thought. Okay, so no, go ahead.
No, so what I was gonna say is that I get it. And are you saying it because you are father of a daughter, so your messaging is a little bit different from what you were before?
I wouldn't before. If it was easy, that's it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
But like I said,
I'm not gonna be in no serious relationship.
Yeah, like I said, you basically said, listen.
I just think it could happen.
If you give it to me quick, I'm not gonna look at you as a serious relationship. That's what you're saying.
That's risky. Like how many women? Like let's take it out of 100.
Right.
I'm not telling nobody to go sleep with 100 women, but out of 100 women, like what are your odds gonna be? Just the one out of the ones that give it to you on the first night, or the ones that's not, like what are your odds gonna be?
Right.
Are you finding somebody good out of that? I don't think it's just not smart. Now, if you ask me that, even years ago, I just didn't think I was that. I don't know. It's risky. It's risky.
Yeah,
but I've seen a lot of bad situations. People with babies' moms that they regret it to this day. It's really happening at my age.
Right. Well, me personally, like I said, I still think that modern day women can have sex with men and not feel anything. But I also think that at the end of the day, if a woman gives me sex quick, I'm not gonna really judge her, because it's like, I have this sense of self where it's like, you supposed to sleep with me. I'm a fucking rock star, right? I get it, but I do understand where you're coming from. It's gonna make you think like, if it's that easy. But then what about us? If I felt that way, I wouldn't take it. But that goes to your point.
Yeah, but you're probably not thinking about that. You might not be thinking about, that relationship. See, it's separate. I think a woman kind of correlates sex with relationship. Just like you'll be sleeping with a girl, hitting it off for, a couple months. And then all of a sudden, without you even saying anything, she feels like you're her man. Has that happened?
Oh, he knows you for real.
1,000,000 times. Oh yeah.
He know you for real. He really outside.
Now he must be from my town.
Yeah, that's crazy, because it's crazy because who's from Seattle, Washington? He got into a little issue with him too. Who's the other dude that was here last time? That be up here, the trucker dude.
I seen one dude. He was talking about he lived up here at one.
Yeah, in Seattle, but he lives in Seattle. He was from Seattle, so then he's really from Seattle.
Yeah. He got. I mean, if he know me, I ain't really known too much.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I like that, man. Link up, all my Seattle people. Get up, link up. Listen. The next thing is the next lie that women tell to themselves is, all the good men are taken. Is that truth or a lie?
Not all. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's an absolute lie.
Why do you feel that's a lie? Because a lot of women always think that all the good.
There's a lot of good guys. There's a lot of good guys.
There's a lot but they don't be those guys.
That too.
There's two types of good guys, Dr. Hood. You got the ones that's been good that they don't want because they think they nerds or geeks or not cool.
Right.
And you got the ones like you that's been cool, that has evolved, and now I'm a good guy.
I've seen a lot of them. They get that first crush, or that guy, what I'm saying, that they really want, and that guy's just playing those games. I've seen them keep that window open for years for that guy, and he go off and do whatever. So when they actually do meet a good guy, they're not in the right space, because they still got the window open for some other guy that's really not really digging them like that.
Or it could go back to what you said. You out here sleeping with men so quick. By the time you get to the good guy, he don't want you anymore.
Right. That too.
Mm.
Or I mean, a lot of them are taken though. Just like a lot of the good women are taken. But they're not all. No, nowhere near all.
Let me ask you a real question. At what age where you say a woman should hang it up, there's no more good guys? And be honest.
That's kind of harsh,
Right. There's no more good guys. You played yourself.
At what age?
At what age? I mean, of course, they could get it back when everybody's going like around like 70 and stuff. You probably could find one when you're 70 because he's about to go, you about to go. But
so trying to get a good guy. So if she's looking for a good guy,
right.
At what age? Well, you might as well just tell her forget it.
Right.
Well, she just gonna have to get an older good guy. I think.
You think so?
Yeah, I think there's older good guys. There's older good guys. I mean, you're not gonna get a guy in his prime, Right. You're not gonna get a guy in his prime if you're past. I mean, what's prime?
In your 30s, it's a wrap if you don't catch them in your 30s.
Like I said, it depends because you got 40-year-olds
that look better than the 20-year-olds.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
It depends on what you're looking for. But if you're looking for, like, if we want to establish what prime is.
Right.
And we can go from there. Like what is prime? What 25 to I wasn't the man I am today at 25.
Right. And it's crazy that you said that too, because the article that I read says that most women think that all good men are taken because of the sample group that they dealt with, the bad dates that they had, right?
Right.
But in reality, you start meeting good men not at bars. You start meeting good men when your mindset changes.
Well, see, I think I said it on my channel. A woman.
Plug in your channel too, please. Plug in your channel.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I'd be really bad with these buttons, Yeah.
Well, we could put it on the chat and post it up.
For sure. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think a woman, like with femininity, a good woman, it's like pheromones.
Right.
When they walk in the room, you know it. Even if you're in a relationship, when a queen walked in the building, you know it, and maybe sometimes you could be wrong and it could be like totally different, but
right,
just like a woman that doesn't have that marriage mindset, or she's not wife material, or we know these things.
Mm-hmm.
Now if you get caught up with either or, that's kind of on you.
Mm-hmm. Let's go back to the other one when we said, sex brings us closer. Is this true? Manosphere algorithm, where did you get that? Where did you source that? 60% of relationships are built on one night stands. Tell me where you got that data from before you post that up. I need to know that.
Yeah, relationships, period. Not like,
right.
If we want to say like serious.
Not relations. Relations, but relationships.
I believe it.
Maya says you attract the right and cleansed sexual partner when your mindset changes and you submit to the higher self. Do you agree with that?
Nope.
Oh. Why not? Nope. Why not?
I just don't. I think some people just got the skills to.
Oh, he said you're a real one. Hold on.
Find that.
He said you're a real one.
Okay. Oh, it's cute, bro. Swag cousin. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he said you're a real one. He could, and Square Biz is one of those fly dudes that get money.
Nah, I appreciate it, man.
He do his thing. So that's a real one. Square Biz.
I spent my whole life being 1,000, man. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that's crazy. So back to the topic, all good men are taken. No, they're not taken. You just don't attract the men that you want.
Right.
Right.
It's a skill. It's a skill.
And
you could have passed him up, I just don't think a woman or a man,
right?
We're not gonna have 100 women that are gonna be willing to drop their whole life for you.
Right.
You don't. We don't. It's sad, we don't. and women don't.
Right.
You know, you're gonna have those few down ass chicks that you grow up with, or whatever we want to call it.
Right.
You know, rather if it was somebody that you knew way young in the sandbox,
right,
and you just curved her because she didn't have a car, and we do a lot of stupid shit.
Right.
Let's be real.
Right.
Why you didn't date her? The one with the big old booty. I want her, so I ain't gonna call her tonight. I want this over here. And then when that don't work, now she on OnlyFans. Now you want to go back to the good one.
Right.
So you could. It's a lot of places where you could drop the ball.
Right. So TB Trucker said there's a lot of luck involved when you choose the right person. So it's not about it's not all the good men are taken. It's more so your stars are not aligned. You don't have the right mindset. You don't have the skill set. Right. So it's not about there's none out there. It's that you're not what it takes. Can we say that? So do women lie to themselves and make them feel better because of that?
They say that they're not what it takes, or they say that we're not what it takes.
No, they say that there's no good men out there. I'm saying they don't have what it takes to get the good men they want.
Right.
I believe most women settle. I believe women settle, and they really are not with the man that they really want.
Oh, factual.
I truly believe that. I truly believe that a lot of women don't want to get old alone. They are not happy.
Well, no, they're going to settle. I mean, a
woman's going to settle. She's not going to die alone if she can help it.
Well, I mean, you just kind of see, like I've seen older women grow up, and let's say they were 4 or 5 years older than me. So totally out of my league, right?
Right.
On the way up. Beautiful. And then they start to coming back. Like it's a level of guys that they would have never even played with.
Right. I say it all the time.
If I don't while they going up, they won't do it. But then on that way back down,
I say it all the time
with these guys.
I say it all the time. So if I don't get you on my way up, I'm going to get you on your way down.
Yeah.
It happens. Every guy can relate to that.
That's a fact.
Every guy knows that's a fact. Whoever you thought with, how many girls you know from high school or college years that fell off?
Tons.
Shout out to Tristan. What up, Tristan? So listen, it's not for some ladies choose to peak in middle school. Dudes then try to play catch up. Wow. Guys can relate to that. We know that. Right. We know that. So let me ask you a question off tangent. Percentage, how much of modern women, what's the percentage of them falling off?
Falling off like what? I don't want to
in looks and stuff.
70%.
You said what?
70%. What like at a certain time? Like
falling off.
Falling off?
Now I'm not talking about like elderly age. I'm talking about like from high school all the way to
40 or something.
40.
It's falling off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
70%. Rather, I mean, you can look at it from different ways. Whether they just got too many babies' dads and they back on the market, or if they done got fat, or what I'm saying, just don't look attractive no more.
Right.
And
let me ask you a question. Is this true? Men and women settle.
Men settle for sure, but I think men. I think both. I think both. They'll settle, but it's a temporary type of settle. I think there's a lot of that going on.
Well, what do you mean by that?
I'm gonna settle for now until I get my shit together.
Okay. I get what you're saying. So you say
there's a lot of relationships like that.
So you say basically you just gave up the trick. You said men are not trustworthy. As soon as we get more money, we out.
Well, I've seen a lot of men endure a lot of shit and things, and I know this guy deep down inside, like he wouldn't go through that, and then when he got his bag, he was just out.
Right. So
he's smart. He's not gonna think emotionally. Right. He's got to move all his cars. He's got to do all of this stuff. And he's more calculated.
Right.
So he keeps his cool. Let her talk her little shit. She thinks she running something. and then as soon as I do what I need to do, rather if it's the credit score or whatever, you'd be surprised what men get motivated and do. So
right. That's what I'm trying to say. So you say men have starter wives and they leave them when they up, but you're saying women only settle when they know when it's the end of the road. Men settle because of their current situation, but women will settle when it's the end of the road. Because it makes sense too, because a younger woman who's in her prime doing her thing, she gonna wait until she gets to the point where they're like, damn, I'm not moving like I'm supposed to be moving.
Let me hit this light.
Okay. You feel me? I'm moving like I'm supposed to be moving. Natalie says, or women are not in the proximity of the type of men they want. Access is everything. I think, Natalie, I agree to an extent, but right now, because of social media and the internet, proximity doesn't really exist anymore. You have the ability to meet someone in a different country if you want to and not be in that country. Like, you have access now because of the internet and social media. So this is why I'm saying women are not where they need to be mentally, emotionally, and physically to meet the guy they want, because now access is not really a problem.
Right. Well, I mean, you're going to get a lot of catfishing though, Right. It's a lot of dudes, they pop a lot of that stuff on social media, the DMs and, everything, you could be this and you got this, and everybody got a 750 credit score in the DMs. You go through the DMs, nobody's got a 500, so right. It'll be harder. Organic is the best way. You got to get out and see how people move in real life. I'm right. Glad I was born when I was born.
Right.
We didn't have all of this.
Right. She says, Tristan says, so I need to start flying women out. I mean, if that's the woman you want, if that's the woman you want, fly her out, because clearly the woman in your proximity don't keep your interest. Don't keep your interest. Shout out to Susie K. What's up, Susie K? So the next lie that woman tells himself, he didn't mean it. And this is a tough subject. Women lie to themselves when they're being mistreated or stressed out by their man just to keep them in a relationship. Do women lie about that?
Repeat that again. Repeat that again.
The lie is he didn't mean it. Women tend to create narratives to keep themselves in relationships that are abusive. So women lie about how the person is treating them. So basically, yes. He didn't mean it.
They do. Well, saying he didn't mean it, I know they'll lie and try to act like, the stuff is not going on. They'll minimize and make the relationship seem not toxic when it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he didn't mean it. That's kind of like the 90s kind of, right. I think they're over that part, that right. He didn't mean it part, but it's just they definitely lie about it, but
right. Me personally, I think that women do lie in regards to the relationships because of perception from family or friends. So, friends and family can see something's going on, but a woman has the ability to lie to themselves. So please understand, we brought this up because of the Kim Kardashian situation when she had an interview with the Vogue magazine, the March edition 2022, I believe. And she says, I chose myself. Right, and she says, I ate well. I want to eat well. I want to work out more. I want to be with my kids. And this is the stuff she's already doing, right? What has ability to do. But she used that as she's basically saying she was lying to herself just to get out of a relationship, right? And I read an article about women, the 10 top lies that women tell themselves in regards to men and love. And we talked about how sex brings us closer. Some women think sex will bring you closer, which we know is a lie. We also talked about that all good men are taken, which is a lie. And this one that we're on right now is he didn't mean it. So what we're referring to in regards to that is how women will lie to themselves to keep a man that's toxic in their life.
Right. Definitely.
And it's like Brother Numsy said, we did a big show about this when I first started this channel about Stockholm syndrome. When you become in love with your abuser, right? Or because of public perception, you don't want to let this guy go because you don't want to be alone, right? We know women that covered up their abuse, their marks from abuse. We know women that would tell their friends that everything is good, everything is safe, until one day you see her on the news that she's dead, right?
Well, that's rejection and failure. You know,
Right.
they don't want to face that. Like you
Right.
get out of the relationship. You're not with him no more. You guys still together. You know, everybody want to know, and you know, if you can, you know, everybody that their relationship is together, they just kind of seem like they just more successful. You know,
Right.
in a way, in the fake world. You know,
Right.
when everybody's putting on this facade, and you know, if I'm in and out of relationships all the time, that doesn't show the stability that I have,
Right.
know? Or a woman, you know, for that matter. So
Right.
they tend to lie and, you know, try to cover things up because they don't want to. That's another rejection. Even though they're dealing with it on a day-to-day, they don't want to face the reality that, you know, that's another blocked shot right there. If he's not treating you, you know, he's abusive and, you know, all of this, you stand with it. I mean, that's rejection. We can deal with it though. Us men, we get rejected every day. You know, when Beyonce, I was gonna get the words, you know, standing outside of your passenger's ride. You know, I wanted to read it though.
Right.
Standing outside of your passengers, you know, trying to holler at. We didn't get mad. What did we do? We went and got whips. We went and, you know, came through. You know, I put the chain on. I didn't get mad. Okay.
All right.
Hey, you ain't talking about me.
That's what you like.
I say, hey, they ain't talking about me.
Right.
We didn't get mad, but women, because we can deal with it. We've been getting rejected from day one, you know, and women, they, you know, they don't want to deal with that. So yeah, they will tend to lie.
Okay. The other lie.
I can't lie for them.
You don't lie for them. The other lie is showing up at his house at 2 a.m. to talk about where our relationship is going isn't crazy. So basically, this one is about, shout out to the Glow Code, Nikki. Shout out to Kim, Up Level Approach. I saw you earlier, Kim. My bad if I didn't shout you out. Basically, choosing impromptu times to ask the man, where's our relationship going, they don't think that's crazy. Is that a lie? That's not crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's absolutely crazy.
It's crazy. And
especially when you or I hate the one when they'll text you all of this stuff.
Right.
Like you just saw me.
Right.
You know, you just saw me. Now you want to text me. Like, come on.
Right. They say that when you the article talks about when a man feels the way you feel, he's gonna express it. If you have to ask your man where y'all going, if he's an alpha male, then he doesn't feel that way about you. How do you feel about that?
That's a lie.
That's a lie?
Yeah, that's a lie.
Why is that a lie?
Yeah. You know, some guys express things differently. You know? Some guys are just thinkers and they just like me. I go in my office, you know, I wish I could turn it around.
Right.
But I just go in my office. I like to be alone.
Right.
You know, a lot of the time. I like the family thing, you know, my lady, the kids, I love it. You know, it's beautiful. But I like to be alone, and sometimes I won't express myself probably as much, or you know, and I don't think that means that I don't love her more, or, you know, less. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or I'm not, or if I'm masculine, I'm not. You know, I'm falling short some kind of way. No, I just think. So
he's supposed to wait for you till you say it, till you get right.
Okay. So we're talking about dating in a dating context. In a dating context.
Right.
Good things come to those who wait. You know?
You try to figure it out.
Sometimes if it's that pride, if it's a king, you ain't gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like where
wait for what? You're gonna say wait for what? Because remember, if she wait, it could be too late for somebody else that really want that situation. But I agree with you too, because I have a big issue with women that just want to get married. That's why I haven't got married, really. One of the main reasons is because I haven't met a woman that says, I just want to marry you. If I don't marry you, I'm not marrying anyone else. What I do a lot is I want to get married.
Right.
And so I'm just basically I'm filling in the blanks. I need someone to say, yo, if I don't marry you, fuck it. I didn't get that type of energy.
I feel you.
I didn't get that type of energy yet. I'm not getting that type of energy. That's why I'm still out here playing for real. And I'm going to continue playing because I need somebody to say, you know, listen, hold up. If it's not you, then it's no one else. Well, I don't think
that makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, most women don't think like that. They don't. Somebody said, I'm wilding. Brother, don't tell me why I'm wilding. Explain to me why I'm wilding. Because you're an intellectual, brother. Tell me why. Because I really want to be exclusive. I reserve the right to say, you know what I mean? Cheryl said, I'm going to be single forever. Why can't I just have somebody just for me?
Yeah, nah, you'll find that. If you're ambitious enough,
that doesn't make sense. Of course, a woman's not going to think it makes sense. That's right, Susie K. If you don't marry me, fuck it. Be single. That's what I'm talking about. I don't need that type of energy. Manosphere agrees with you, Dr. Hood. He says if you woman that put in the work put the work in, get a husband. Period.
And that's what it is. Sometimes you gotta wait for them, the little dead leaves and stuff to fall off the tree, and you be the last one standing. You know, my uncle always told me, love the one that loves you, not the one that you want to love.
But then if that's the case, then what if women say that too? They said, love a man that loves you more than you love them.
Well, they don't though, because that guy that they're curving all, just because he's a computer nerd, they don't. So that they need to quit it.
Right. Yeah, Cheryl said, I want a fairy tale.
If that's the case, there wouldn't be no women nowhere.
Cheryl, I do believe in love and a fairy tale. And what happens is it's crazy because we have the power of manifestation. We are gods on earth. So for you to say, I want a fairy tale, that means I don't know. I thought you were the goddess. You're supposed to manifest the life you want. So I don't know. I can't relate to that. Let's talk about this one. The next lie is couples in love spend all their time together. Is that a lie? Or is that the truth?
That's a lie.
So we don't have to be around each other 24/7 to be in love.
No, absolutely not. I mean, my idea, like my weekend, my weekdays, I do a lot of on the phone, doing business in and out of state, and like my weekends, I don't talk as much on the phone. Like my times is, business hours. I get the kids out of here.
Right.
That's my time. So if you want to have a long conversation, you want to iron some stuff out. And I like to spend, like the weekends, football's on.
Right.
She already know, get the hot pot going, throw some, some roast up in there or something, and just spend that time. But you don't have to spend all your time.
Right.
It's just, I guess, designated. When you're growing with somebody, you kind of want to designate a little bit of time for them. That's something I didn't know as a young man.
Hey, Aisha Smith, what's up? Next one. And I agree with you. You don't have to spend time. I think actually having some type of distance, having your own life, is actually helps the relationship out more. Having too much codependency is unhealthy to me. The next lie. I'll be the one to change his mind about believing in marriage, having children, and etc. Is that a lie? Can women change a man's mind about having children and marriage? Is that a lie?
No, I think it's something that a man just when he gets older. Some guys do it young, but I think it's more for the guys that are like getting up in their 30s and stuff like that.
Right.
I think it's a time of your life that you're in, and you just
or mindset.
Yeah.
I think men, like I said,
It's not common for a young man though.
I feel like women marry the guy that they're most compatible with, and men don't start thinking about marriage until they got money. Like
you don't want you want to be able to provide, you know.
right.
So I don't think there's nothing wrong with you getting all your beans in a row so that you can be an adequate man. I don't see why like we're getting a lot of pushback for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, oh, you're not married, blah blah blah. You've been, doing this. You know, it's like, okay, I'm trying to get, and then when you say you're trying to get your shit together, it sounds so, unpopular,
It does.
but it's common because the main thing is to provide, protect, provide, all of this stuff. But if I can't get my coins, and then you're gonna laugh at me when I can't provide. You're gonna laugh at me.
They're gonna treat you like shit. They're gonna treat you like shit.
So my thing is, when you die, people just gonna know if you broke or not.
You know what they told us when we got out the feds and we went to the halfway house? They told everybody, they wouldn't say it publicly. They said, do not move in with a woman. Please take the supportive housing programs that we have, because they had supportive housing for people that's coming that did long stretches. I didn't do a long stretch at all. Thank God.
Right.
Thank God. But people doing 20, 15, 10 years.
Yeah.
5. Any day in jail is a long because it's taking a day from your life. They said you should get in supportive housing because at any time it's all dope when they have you in the house, but when the bills come and you can't help, you outside, or you're gonna be forced to a life of crime again.
Well, they're gonna resent you. A guy.
You got people like Cheryl. Cheryl would take a handsome young man that just came out the feds and have that man move into his beautiful house. Say, yo, we're gonna make sure you get to these trucks to get your CDL license. And the day that bill comes, her energy might change. Like, what you doing?
Yeah, it's wild. But you got to be that man. That's the thing. That's why we don't deserve no pushback, because these are the things that are expected out of us. And if we fall short, that's just what it is. We don't get to cry, and there's no place where we could go for support.
Right.
It's just either you it or you're not, and that's what we got to deal with.
And that's the bottom line.
My sons that every day. I tell them that every day. You gotta be about your shit. Like I might make them do more than what they sisters do. Like, hey, they up there, sleeping in. You ain't sleeping in. I tell them.
Hold on 1 second. Keep it going. Let me check something.
Yeah. Let me get up in this chat. What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all for coming out. I'm just here to support. That's all.
Yeah, my bad. That was the next door neighbor. I thought it was something else. I was like, oh man, the jig is up. They coming for the boy. Let me stop. Yeah. So what were we talking about again? Before I had to go and handle that.
Shit.
Can women change their? Can they change their mind about marriage, having children? So one thing I think a woman should understand: you should never in your life deal with a man because of expectations.
Right.
You should never deal with expectations.
See, he gonna come get you though. That's the thing.
A man,
I don't understand. A man's not dumb. We're not dumb.
Right.
If a man knows that a good girl is available and she's really what it is, he's gonna do everything in his favor to keep her close by.
For the most part, and I just think that once again, don't deal with expectations. Deal with standards. Deal with a man that has it, not you think he's gonna get it, because if he doesn't get it, you're gonna feel a certain way about it. Deal with standards, not expectations. In my opinion, that's just me.
Right. Unless you're willing to put in the work to get him to where you want to.
You think a woman should do that or no?
Put in work behind her man? Yeah, I think it's an all-out investment.
You think it's worth it, or you think that's a risky investment?
For me, I just learned, because I was in a relationship where I kind of resented the woman before, and I wasn't bringing good energy to the table.
Why you resenting her?
Exactly. I wasn't bringing good energy because
Right.
I just kind of, it was something in my mind just telling me, she wasn't the one.
Mm-hmm.
But I learned that you got to pour it all into whoever you're with, because life is it's practice too, opening doors, doing things, being nice, being kind, being accountable, being things,
It's conditioning.
Rather if you're going to be with her long term or not, I think that you should put your all into whatever you're doing. Like you're not gonna, like if you're having sex, you're not gonna just say, okay, well, I like her a 3, so I'm gonna just give her a little bit of pipe.
No, you give her the whole shaft.
All right, so and then if that partner changes, or if you're in a different relationship, you pour it all in. So if you can, if you're not one track minded, don't just spread yourself thin.
Right.
But if you can be there to support that man which you're with, every relationship should be a learning experience. I shouldn't leave this relationship more broken or hurt, or less money. Like we break up, we split up. Like this shouldn't have to be a terrible thing, Like you learn some stuff from me, I learned some stuff from you. I helped you with this, you help with that. Hey.
Right. Did you read that or no?
Here we go. And I was reading it on the side. Here we go. Once we find a woman we know will be an asset, and checks those boxes, it's cup season. Hey, for sure. And it could be overwhelming when you're young and people are checking for you more. When you get older, I mean, let's just be honest, it gets less and less, and more for it could be for what you got more than just your characteristics and who you can grow to be. But you find somebody that checked them boxes, it's a go.
Right. It says true. He says true. Another lie. Sexy comes in only one shape and size. That's a lie they tell themselves. Sexy comes in only one shape. So basically, like a body image issue. Well, women believe they don't look a certain way, they're not sexy, and so what do you think about that?
I think it's a lie, but well, we can have this conversation.
We're gonna have this conversation.
Lizzo came to mind. And maybe that might be extreme because most ladies probably aren't that big. But I noticed, because it was one of the other ones, Jennifer Hudson. They were heavy set. They're all pretty ladies. They might be good girls, but soon as they might want all that camaraderie from the bigger women, but once they lose 15 pounds, they be happy as shit. You know what I'm saying? They be happy as hell. And being healthy overall is going to be better for you. Like, you're pretty. You might be pretty and you got a good attitude or whatever, but even me, if I lose 20 pounds, I might look amazing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can't be in denial. And that's something that us men, we're rarely ever in denial. Like, we know we're fucked up. Or we know we need to do this, or we need to do that, or,
Thank you so much, Susie. I appreciate that. What I want to say is this. Manosphere says, the way you look tells me a lot about you.
Yeah, for a lot.
Aisha said, what about Queen Latifah, Monique? First of all, Queen Latifah is not checking for men, right? And all her women that she bagged are fitness models or trainers. Like, she talks to fit women. And Monique, she lost a tremendous amount of weight recently. She's not the same Monique. She lost a lot of weight. She's the best she can be. Monique. She's the best she can be. Is she the best for me? No, but she's not checking for me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
They're still. I would say they're still beautiful. I mean,
they're both beautiful. Absolutely.
Can they use some improvement? In the body department, which is
Well, we all can.
Yeah,
we all can. But my issue with that is, at the end of the day, My only thing for my wife is I would love to have you, whether it's a year, 2, 3, 5, 10 years, I would like to have the best of you. Take pictures so I can say I slept with the best of you. My issue is you give someone else the best of you, and I'm stuck with what I'm stuck with. That's disrespect to all the work I put in. I risked my life and my freedom to get this type of money. Now I gotta be stuck with that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Hey, I think there's enough options out here for you to have it exactly the way you want. You know what I'm saying?
Or it's enough. Or we could pay for what we want. We could pay. We could buy the body parts. We get it. But I think women want you. Women don't believe in love. They believe that if you love me, you accept me for who I am at my worst. That's not love. Love to me is that you encourage me to be the best.
Exactly.
So because see, men are really
love.
That's very toxic, and that like
I just let you go to waste and do be a
you're supposed to love me, and then we have this discussion. We have this discussion, Dr. Hood. You got smart, intelligent, educated women telling about, but what of pregnancy and what about sickness? We're not talking about that. We're talking about when you're at best health. How do you look? Right? I have so many women telling me I'm going to have a hot girl summer right now. And I'm like, the hot girl summer starts all year round. You just don't start 3 months before summertime and get a body like you want. It doesn't work out like that.
Right. You're not going to be able to compete with somebody that's been doing this for 2 or 3 years straight.
You know what I'm saying? No break. Dr. Hood, I work out 30 minutes a day, 40 minutes a day, 5 days out of the week. It's not a lot. I don't even go hard, but because I'm so consistent with it,
right?
You can see
it adds on.
Little raindrops make an ocean, but women are not moving like that. Women, what they doing is they trying to get they work out before they go on a what? Trip. Right. They work out when they got to go and wear a certain dress. They situational health conscious. They have a situational health conscious. Based on the situation, they're going to become health conscious.
Well, I mean, look at the club scene. I see a lot of chicks that are 2s and 3s getting bagged at the end of the night, and the guys that are 2s and 3s and 4s, they're going home lonely, unless they got a pocket full of money.
Right.
So they're still getting results. They're still, squeezing the turnip,
Right. Like I said, there actually isn't one shape or size to being sexy. However, whatever your sexy is, you need to be that. Right? And we know not everybody has a Rihanna frame, has Beyonce frame, has a Kerry Hilson frame, a Michelle Obama frame. But what we can do is be the best you. And you're not going to tell me the best you is a woman that doesn't feel confident in her dresses or her bikinis. Right? You knew, okay, it's funny because they don't give us excuses. You knew I was pregnant. You got 9 months to get your act together, right? You knew you were going to have a baby.
Well, or when they try to pair up, are they looking for the most physically not physically fit guy?
Absolutely. I know a lot of women like teddy bears because that gives them an excuse not to work out.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
A lot of women like men that's not in shape that got money because it gives them an excuse not to work out. But they don't understand those guys. They want a girl that's in shape because that's why I got more money than you, right? Lizzo, they can say Lizzo like if Lizzo loves her weight so much, why hasn't she ever did a video or went on a date with a fat guy?
Right.
And like, let's be real. Like, we're not being real here. If Monique loved the weight so much, why is her husband, he was always skinny? Oprah, man, and Stephen is skinny. What's going on here? Let's be real. They
don't really love it. They just kind of
have to deal with it.
They want to pad it and
they want to pad it.
The denial, and then they want if other women are that size too, and then we can all cheer each other up. It's like a peanut gallery.
Right.
We all cheer each other up, even though you put that whatever you do, it's really not the most attractive version of yourself, but you'll get a lot of cheers for it, you know. So that's what Lizzo's doing. She's empowering other women that, you know, maybe get fat shamed, and not to get them in the gym, but to get them to be okay with being fat. Like, you know, if you want to gain 10 more pounds, you know, screw what those dudes say. You know, there's gonna be men that love it, you know.
Men that love you, or your daddy loves you, or your mom, your uncle loves you, or your cool, they love you. But the
They
thing
gonna
is,
want sex, but they're not. That's not gonna be.
they don't. They love. Of course, they love you because they don't want sex. You right. You right, Dr. Hood.
Right. Even back in the day, they say, you know, P don't got no face. You know?
Right.
They say. I mean, when I was a kid, you know, they used to say that.
Right. So, but my thing is, they want sex, but then how about? It's so funny. Women are so competitive. When you go to club, you know, women get dressed to go to clubs not for their man, but to compete against other women to be the baddest chick in the room.
Right.
But when it comes to taking care of themselves physically, they don't do that. Right. And it's just amazing to me. I have to understand what's going on with this concept. The next slide. Love is more about giving than taking. Is that a lie? Is that a lie that women tell themselves? Love is about giving than taking. It's more about giving than taking.
Is love more about giving than taking? Nah. I don't think it's more about anything. I think it's a even exchange, you know.
That's what the article says. It says it's strictly about the balance. It's not about you giving more.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. So you know what you're putting in, and you know, you don't keep score though. You know, we
don't keep score.
We don't keep score.
Do you think that's a human trait that we keep score?
Well, we do, but
because there are arguments that comes out.
It's healthy not to. I think it's healthy not to. You know, just go in. If she's not worthy of you, you know, the time will come when, you know, you replace her, you know.
Right.
If you're a man, I'm speaking to the men, you know.
In the room.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think in this hypergamous society that it can be an even exchange?
Love, true love, yeah, but you know, the way everything is now is superficial. It's not, you know, like everybody's dating everybody for the wrong thing. There's, you know, it's too much influence out here. There's nothing's really organic anymore. I mean, you might meet a chick, maybe you a paper guy, you know, you delivering for UPS, you might drop off some boxes to a salon or something and see somebody and, you know, kick it off like organically, you know, but it's less of that. I mean, you know, most people, I mean, I'm just saying this just because I think this, but most people over the last 10 years, they're with who they're with. If it's not from their neighborhood, it was somebody that they met on Facebook.
Right.
You know?
Online.
Like not even social media. Let's just say Facebook and Instagram, you know, just narrow it down to those two, you know.
Right.
And I'm not saying that's bad.
Some dating apps. You got some dating apps like 10.
I could be no personality or nothing. All you see is a picture of my best day. It's gonna be my best day. You don't get to see me on the down days. You don't get to see me. Like whatever happened to meeting the girl the one day, you know, maybe you was mowing the lawn, you know, you had the biceps out, you know, but you was dirty that day, and then you still had the confidence to get her number, and then you go clean up, and then it's like, oh, you know, it's you don't get that. You don't get that.
We don't get the process anymore.
Well, you know everything I got. You know, I got the car. You know everything I got before I meet you. Before we even go on a date, you already know what I got.
But I mean, for them, I think those apps and everything was made for women, to make them feel safer because and know what they're dealing with, right? But what happens, it backfired. Now you got men that confront about a lifestyle.
I'm telling you.
It's a lot of them fronting right now.
No, that's huge.
That's why when they meet people like us, they like, whoa. Or they like you ever been with somebody?
You ever been good to be true.
You know, Doctor, you ever been with someone that when they met you, they've been trying to find something wrong with you and they can't, and like, what the fuck? Right. And by the time they realize you're real, you're like, I'm over you. I'm tired of proving myself to you.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm going through that now. Like I met someone bad, and she was in doubt, and now she know I'm the realest, and now I'm like, I'm checked out a little bit. I'm checked out. I'm not going.
Well, no, it could be deflating because you kind of, but it's if I give her any hope, if she's a good one.
Do you think women show their cards or no? Manosphere algorithm says something. Do you think women do they show their cards or not?
Do women want to see all your cards? Okay, they do. I think they do. I think it's important for a man not to show them, and just gradually, let's just say for the cars, for instance, and I go all the way back to where it's organic. Let's say they might meet you might be in one car, and then later on, a month later or something, you might pull up in something else, or you might be doing something else, or you got another business going on that you're doing, or you and the fellas you bought this fixer upper, and hey, come pull up on me. I'm over here, doing it. If they find out more about you later on, more than just blah blah blah. This is what I do. Like, this isn't a job interview, like the job interview. You want to tell them all of your skills, everything, up front, all the good stuff, but dating, it's not like that. You got to give it a little bit, take in a little bit, and just to see, because it's a process. If you're trying to find the right one, that will be my advice, because you just throw it all on the table. Hey, I'm worth this. My credit score is this. I got 2 houses over here, blah, blah, blah. That could come off as, not really the thing that's going to get you the best outcome. And it might just get you somebody that's looking for help.
Yeah, but I don't think any woman is not looking for help or resources. Don't let them fool you. They always say, I got my own, I could take care of my own, but I want someone to build with me. That means help. You need help. You feel me?
Yeah, but that versus like, okay, well, she's gonna, I think, what did you say? Oh no, I was listening to something else. They said a woman's gonna keep 2 main options, and if you become that third option, then you're gonna be getting the back burner. So even if she's dating somebody that's, let's say he's on this level, and then she's dating you, that's cool. But then if somebody else comes of higher value than you, then you'll be the one on the back burner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, with all that going on, it's just not safe.
Yeah, I know what I signed up for. Like today, I was like, I want to get married, but I'm seeing what's going on, and I signed up to be an international playboy. That's what I signed up for. So the woman I deal with majority of the time is going to be women that like men with resources, because I like a woman that look a certain way, and I like a woman that move confidently with me. When I need her to do something, she's going to do it. If she's not, then it's cool. I move on to the next. So I understand that, right? I get it. I've been saying it. I don't get mad when a woman wants certain things from me, right? But don't get mad when I ask for certain things back. Right. That's my issue. Don't think you're gonna come in and get it for free. You know what I mean? We can always go to dinner. We can always do everything you want to do. But now we're talking about merchandise and transactions. Okay, what's up? We're talking about houses and cars now. Then what's up? Let me see what's up. But it's not gonna come like that. Next lie. My life is incomplete without a man. That's what women lie to themselves. Is that a lie? Is a woman's life incomplete without a man?
Is her life incomplete without a man?
Yep.
If the ultimate goal, I mean, it's just the way women are wired up. That might be true.
Wow. Well,
that might be true.
They say it's a lie. They say you're complete on your own. Tom Cruise said we all need someone to complete us. Me, I'm going to think it's true. I think a woman's life is incomplete. She doesn't have a man, and vice versa to a man. We're both incomplete. We don't have somebody. I
Well, it
believe
depends
that.
if she's trying to procreate or what, like
Even if she's not trying to procreate, you still need, I believe we all need someone. Like, I talk to my orchid. Companionship is a real thing.
right.
One of the things that Jesus and God or any deity that you worship, they always tell you, I'm always with you.
Right.
You're never alone. When you feel alone, that leads to depression, and it even leads to suicidal thoughts. Having companionship is real. That's why people have dogs and cats.
So you don't think it's a lie?
I don't think it's a lie. I think it, but it goes for both men and women. I think you need somebody or some bodies. Like I need somebody. I don't need one person. I need some bodies.
Yeah, you do. You do. Nobody wants to die alone.
Right.
You don't just want to die alone. Even
Right.
if you out in the snow or whatever the hell,
Right.
nobody wants to just die alone. I don't think. To have somebody right there, at least a family member, your brothers, something.
Right.
So with that,
you can never be alone. Tristan said you can never be alone if you love yourself.
That's true. But
that's true, man. But
the deathbed, there ain't nobody there. I mean, it's like shit.
Man, listen. But this of life itself, right? Night and day, yin and yang, right? We all built to have someone that's complementary of who we are, to make us whole. You feel me? So it's just it's a nature thing. It's lock and key. That whole thing, lock and key thing, is real, right? You need somebody. Now. Who you have with you is that's a difference. You just got to find that somebody for you. Solitude over slavery. That's what he says. He says, I'd rather be alone than be with someone I'm not supposed to be with. How do you feel about that?
That's a fact. That kind of goes back to when I said, you're not going to have 100 women that are going to be for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just like women, they're not going to just have 100 guys. You dogging all these guys, you're doing all this stuff, disrespecting yourself, and that maybe the guy that's like it's the big high value days.
Right.
He might not be making 100K, and then and you curve him, and you're just not gonna have just many more chances of meeting somebody that's gonna stick by your side no matter what, and be there.
Right.
That's hard to do.
Extremely hard to do.
It's hard to do.
Extremely hard to do.
You got somebody when you down, up, down, you know what I'm saying? It ain't all about being down, but somebody that's gonna be there with you no matter what.
Well, with that being said, I want to say thank you, Dr. Hood, for coming through today. Give us tell us your page that we go to.
Dr. Hood, just like it's spelled right there, DRH.
What's the significance of the 19? What's that?
That's just my hood. That's it. Could be anybody's hood. It's take the 2 O's out and
put it. That's how we do it in my situation too.
I'm from the neighborhood.
The neighborhood. I respect that.
But we doing positive things, and we want to be somebody that made it up out of there and got a good story to tell. You know what I'm saying? So
I respect that. With that being said, thank everybody for coming. Go and support his page, Dr. Hood, Dr. H19D.
Yes, sir.
Today was a great show. I'm keeping my show short and sweet. Until then, I will see you on Monday, and I'm going to enjoy my dinner, and I'm going to get my weekend popping. If you don't know, go and follow Kinghormeku on Instagram if you're going to see the dates I'm going on, the things I do this weekend. Also, for those who don't know, please go and subscribe to not only my Instagram, but also because I only post up things on my stories. I don't post anything on my regular page. So if you want to see the crazy things, please. And I'm going to do a close friends. So, if you watch my Instagram, you see what I'm doing, and you're going to enjoy it. And if you like restaurants and fly spots in New York, I always go to those, and you get to witness it for yourself. But today, we're going to relax, watch the games tonight, and to whoever you love, tell them that you love them, because tomorrow's not promised. Oh, let me post it up right now. Please go and support his page. It's up right now. I appreciate y'all. Until Monday, you have a great weekend. Peace.
Appreciate you, boss.
All right. Thank you.